Yes, people. What's going on? It's Seagull Talks Football. We are back again with another video. Arsenal just beat Port Vale in the EFL Cup, and it was not the most exciting game, but we got the job done. That's the main thing. The performance was honestly, it wasn't a bad performance. It was just not an exciting game. It was very boring and dull, and we didn't have too many actions. We didn't create a lot. We won the game 2-0. We didn't really get threatened too much, even though Port Vale was in our box more times than Man City were on the weekend. It was just one of those interesting games. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's talk about today's channel sponsor. We got OK Jersey. As you guys can see here, you can use the website and you can use you can use my code to get an 8% discount on whatever jerseys you like. And they are the channel sponsor for this month, so I have to give them a shout out every single time. But of course, I would recommend you guys check that out. Now, before we go any further, I thought this was going to be an easy win. I thought this was going to be a very easy win. I thought this was going to be a very easy, comfortable performance. I was not I was not expecting us to only win by 2 goals. I was thinking we are gonna come into this game, at least score 3 to 4 goals, at least put a couple goals past them. We had majority of the possession. I think it was 81% possession. We had 11 shots, two big chances that we had, which we capitalized on, which we scored. We did not really get threatened at all. The goalkeeper did not have to make many saves. Let me see. Kepa had 0 saves needed to be made. Anytime they got near the goal, it just went wide. I thought Mascara, Ben White, Miles Lewis-Skelly, and what do you call it, Saliba barely got any issues with the defense. So the defense was not a problem. To me, what the issue was, we did not create enough quality chances. Like, we had a lot of shots, we had a lot of opportunities, but outside of Eze's and Trossard's and actually Gyökeres's chance late in the game, which what do you call it, Dalman set up, not too great in my opinion. But before we go any further, it was nice to see some players back in the team. It was nice to see the lineup. Let me just show you guys the lineup that we had on today's game, because the lineup was, of course, this was the lineup right here. So let's talk about it first before we get on to anything else. It was we had Kepa Arrizabalaga playing his first full game for Arsenal. Miles Lewis-Skelly back in the team. Mascara, Saliba, White, Ethan, Norgard getting his first full debut for Arsenal. Eze actually playing in the middle. We had Moreno playing up top with Saka and Martinelli on either flank. Now, first things first, a lot of people are going to speak about the goal and they're going to just speak about Eze, but I thought there was a lot of different talking points in today's game, so I'm going to kind of speak about everything as we go. First place I wanted to actually begin with is, it's not the goal specifically, it's just the positioning and how everything was set up. Is it something that we should be looking at more often? Should we have both, either Odegaard, Ethan, Eze, 2 of them on the pitch with what do you call it, whoever's in the midfield? Imagine you have Odegaard on one side and you have Eze on the other side, and then in front of them you have Saka and Madueke and Gyökeres, or you have Martinelli, Gyökeres and Saka. That could definitely work. And it was interesting to see Moreno starting once again up top. I don't know how many games Moreno's going to start up top, but I guess he is the alternative striker at this moment in time. As for the performances from the players that were on the pitch, I thought Eze's goal, he took his goal very well. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it was a little moment of brilliance where you had Martinelli had the ball, he had the player squared up, he was looking at him 1v1, and then next thing you know, he passes the ball to Ethan. Ethan then passes the ball to Eze. Eze is right in front of goal, and he pretty much slices it into the bottom right of the net. So there you go, bottom right of the net, goal, and that was it. The 2 boys who linked up with Eze for the goal are in this photo right here. And I'll be honest, I just think we need to keep Eze as close as possible to the middle. The way that he was performing today, it was very easy for him to just get into that goal scoring area and make a difference. And I want to see him more central in these games. If you can get him more central and get him in those areas, he's going to score more goals. That's where he's the most dangerous. If he's playing on the left or he's playing central, whichever way it is, I want to see him as close to the net as possible. I think in and around the box, he's one of our better finishers and he's one of our better difference makers. And today, it was nice to see him score his first Arsenal goal. He scored within 8 minutes, and I thought we were going to open the floodgates from there. I really did think we were going to open the floodgates from there, but we just didn't, and it was kind of disappointing to say the least. As for the other players and other performances in today's game, let me just put up some performances before we go any further. So drop Odegaard then. You know what? You could play Eze and Odegaard in the same team, but there is some positives. There's also some stink. Arsenal still looks stinky. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But we're going to talk about the negatives and the positives in a second. Before we go any further, let me just go through some of these. It was nice to see Miles Lewis-Skelly playing. He hasn't played much lately, so Miles Lewis-Skelly got himself the assist actually for the back pass to what do you call it? Eze. I thought Miles Lewis-Skelly was one of the better players on the pitch today. He was doing well defensively. He helped contribute to the goal. I felt like every time he was in that left midfield / left back area, he was linking up well with Eze and some of the boys on that side. I don't know if Arteta is going to drop Calafiori anytime soon because Calafiori's played so well, but I think when he comes back in, he'll be perfectly fine. And defensively, he was just rock solid. He absolutely shut it down on that left flank today. He was one of the better players. And if you can see here, you got Statman basically stating that 100% ground goals, 99% accurate passes, 97% accurate passes, 97 touches, 7 out of 7 duels. He did his thing. He did his thing today. Who else was there that we need to talk about? Martinelli. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I feel like Martinelli was better coming off the bench. And we're going to talk about Trossard in a second, but I feel like Martinelli was better coming off the bench, even though he helped with contribute to the goal. I just felt like he's so much more effective off the bench against tired legs. I want to continue to see him coming off the bench against tired legs. I don't want to start Martinelli. And I don't really think there's too much room for him to start in this team unless he's coming in as a left winger and we're playing Eze more central. If Eze is playing central and he's coming in as a left winger, fair. But him and Trossard just make so much more of an impact off the bench that I would rather have them off the bench, start Eze if it's on the left or or up top, whichever one it is. We're going to talk about that at another time. Now, we did have Bukayo Saka back, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Saka was not really looking. Saka did not look his best. Saka did not look his best. I still and the way that they were just going at Saka too, these guys look like they were trying to injure Saka. Saka's a sensational player when he's playing at his best, but today, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he did not look like he's ready yet. He's not fully up to speed. He needs the minutes. He needs the game time to get himself going. And overall performance from Saka in the time that he played, he just did not do enough. I felt like he was always he was always getting stopped every time he tried to get past the player. Didn't really do much in this game. In the final third, didn't really do much. He was fair. Just to on harsh, honest truth, he doesn't look 100% fit yet and ready to go. So let's see if he can get. Let's see if he can get there. We're gonna need him in the upcoming games. But right now, he still looks like he's just getting up to speed. I'm not saying he's declined or anything like that. I'm just simply saying he didn't look his best. Like, obviously, coming back from a long-term injury, you're not going to look your best right away. So hopefully he can get himself back up and running and back up to that level and speed. No need to really talk about Mascara. I thought Mascara was solid. I thought Saliba was solid. Saliba's pass actually for the second goal was outstanding, and we're going to talk about that. Saliba, that pass for the goal, superb, and I just want to point it out. I don't think people seen where he passed the ball from. Let me just make sure I can pull that up for you guys without getting copyright. This is the thing, man. You got to be careful with these copyrights. They're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you. They're gonna catch you. Also, Norgard spoke about finally being in the starting 11, and you know what? I didn't think Norgard put a foot wrong. I can't really complain about Norgard, but yeah, the overall performance. People are asking me, Igal, talk to me about Arteta. Talk to me about, so should we drop Odegaard? The team stunk. I'll keep it 100. It was a game where I expected us to win. We won the game. We just didn't win the game as emphatically as I thought. Port Vale avoided an embarrassing defeat. We should have maybe slapped them like convincingly. We should have beat them maybe 4-5. If we're on our best, we should be beating them 4-5. We should be creating way more. We should be finishing off way more of our chances. But you know what? I think outside of the Eze goal and the Trossard goal, there was also the Gyökeres chance, which Max Daumann set up, and we should have finished that off too. But hey, at the end of the day, we finished off the game with Trossard brought down Saliba's pass and boom, slapped it into the back of the net, into the left corner, and that was it. Iga, you had 700 passes, 4 shots on target. You know what? When people say we play boring football, days like today, I agree. It was hard to watch. I agree. Definitely. Definitely not the most entertaining football. And I'll keep it 100. I get it why people say, yo, you guys are playing boring football. It was not the most entertaining game to watch. If you're going to watch something, you're probably going to want to watch something where either you're going to be scoring a bunch of goals, attacking a lot, and trying to get goals. Today we kept doing the U. We kept doing that U where you just keep passing it back, and it almost seemed like every time we got the ball to Saka, it would go to Ethan, it would go to Norgard, then it would go to Saliba, and then it would just go back to Eze, and then back to Martinelli, and then back to Eze, and then back to Norgard, and it's just that U every single time. No central passes. I felt like Moreno barely got touches, if I'm not mistaken. He got 43 touches. He must have dropped deep to get them because I did not see him get any touches centrally. Same with Gyökeres. When Gyökeres came in, how many touches did Gyökeres get when he came in? Gyökeres, when he came in, he had a total of 6 touches. Just goes to show you. Gyökeres had 6 touches, and I think he had 1 shot. Yeah, 6 touches, 1 shot. It just goes to show you we don't do enough to play the ball centrally and get the ball as close as possible to the goal. We need to do more. And this was pretty much the same way Newcastle is going to set up against us. They're going to play a 3 at the back. And yeah, has the draw come out yet? The draw is going to be coming out very soon. No creativity again against a League One team. You know what? The sad thing is today we actually had our creative players on the pitch. We should have capitalized on it. But yeah, let's check this out. So VIP is one of the guys. He after the game, Norgard said, when you look at our starting 11 today, there's a lot of talent on the pitch. Even though we changed a lot of players, we need the depth to compete in every tournament. There you go. You know, that's what I like to hear. We need the depth to compete in every tournament. It is a privilege and a pleasure to be part of it. Shout out to Norgard. Eze speaking about his first goal. Hopefully many Arsenal goals to come. Shout out to him. Hopefully there's many more Arsenal goals to come. As for Leandro Trossard, coming in as a finisher might be his role. This might be his role. This might be the best thing for him to do. Just come in as a finisher, finish off the game, and don't stress yourself out. Don't stress yourself out by starting. Don't stress us out by coming in as a starter. I know somebody's going to have to start. Is it going to be Eze? Is it going to be Trossard? Is it going to be Martinelli? Somebody's going to start on that left wing. But preferably, I would want one of Trossard or Martinelli coming in to make a difference late. Against tired legs, he makes the difference. And he's made the difference twice in the last couple of days. So in the last week. So I would definitely want to continue doing this and have either him or Martinelli rotating to see who comes off the bench and makes a difference. Or if you're going to start Eze as the left winger, have both of them come on and make a difference. It's nice to see. Also, it was nice to see Ben White back out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that I can say? We need to do more. We need to do more in the final third to try to actually finish those chances and create more quality chances. Because as somebody in the comment section said, 731 passes and only 4 shots on target. What are we really doing with all those passes? Are we killing time? Really and truly, what are we doing with them? And also, why did we keep passing the ball short? Short corners were annoying me today. The short corners were annoying today. But yeah, long story short, Arsenal beat Port Vale. We'll see when the next draw is. When is the draw? I don't know. When is the EFL's draw? Is it soon? Is it soon? When is it? Oh, it's live. The draw is happening live right now. The draw is happening live right now. Sky Sports. I'm watching it. All right. Arsenal. Guys, Arsenal have been picked. We're playing at home. Who are we going to face? Number 2. We're playing Brighton. Arsenal's playing Brighton next at home. Wow. Wow. Arsenal's playing Brighton, ladies and gentlemen. It's confirmed. Arsenal is playing Brighton at home. Confirmed. Confirmed. Arsenal is playing Brighton at home. Wow. That's the same team that beat us last time. I swear they beat us last time at home also. Wow. Arsenal play Brighton at home next. Bring it on. We gotta win trophies now. No more messing about. We have to win trophies. We have to start delivering. We can't complain. Can't complain. Let's get the job done. Brighton, Hove Albion, no Brighton, Hove Albion. Who cares? Bring it on. Bring it on. Arsenal versus Brighton, Hove Albion next round. Bring it on. All right, and that's pretty much it. Let me do some player ratings and then we're gonna go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't think everyone deserves like high ratings. It was one of those dull games where it's like you could fall asleep and wake up and not change much in like 10-15 minutes in the game. Kepa barely did much. I'm gonna just give him a 6. What did he have to do really? Come claim 1 or 2 crosses, maybe make a couple throws when the ball came into his area. I thought Mascara, Ben White, and Ben White get a 7. Solid performances. I think both Saliba and Mazou Kelly get themselves an 8 for their contributions with the goals, especially Saliba. He gets 8.5, I think, for his performance. I thought his pass was integral for us to get the second goal. Eze gets himself an 8 for his goal. Norgard, I thought Norgard was solid. He gets a 7.5. Ethan, I thought Ethan was solid also, 7.5. I thought Ethan was doing everything in and around that half space on the right-hand side. He was doing a lot more than Saka to get us forward. Saka did not have the best of performances. I'm going to give him a 6. Moreno, not the best of performances in my opinion either. I'm going to give him a 6 also. Martinelli, same thing, not the best of performance. I'll give him a 6. Max Dalman came on, made a difference, looked very good. He created one of the better chances for Gyökeres. Overall, only was on for just under 30 minutes. I'll give him a 6.5. 6.5. Gabriel Magalhaes came on, Victor Gyökeres came on, Declan Rice came on. Some of those guys barely did anything, so I'll just give him a 6. And then Trossard gets himself an 8, coming off the bench with 10 minutes to go and getting a goal. Fair play to him. He gets himself an 8. Arteta, you need to do better, mate. I'm going to give Arteta a 6. And overall, we just lack the creativity, boys. We lack the creativity. We need more creativity. We need more finishing. We need to do more. I'm sick and tired what do you call it, watching these games and not seeing us go and slap teams and take them to the sword. I know that's not going to be what happens versus Newcastle, but just win. Just win versus Newcastle. And play your best players, please. But yeah, that's it, boys and girls. I'm going to wrap it up here. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Catch you guys on the next one. Love for the love. Is there anything else that needs to be said? We'll talk about it tomorrow if there is. For now, I bid you guys adieu. And yeah, Arsenal play Brighton next. Peace.